Welcome back to another episode of the Supercar Killer M3 presented by Turn 14 Distribution. It's finally time to get some swamp out of this thing by giving its exterior a proper makeover. With those beautiful forge line wheels on there, it's just time to make the exterior of this thing look right again, Peter. So, I mean, the paint on it is filthy. And I don't mind rubbing my fingers on the dirt here because we are going to give this thing a full cut and polish, make the paint look proper again, and obviously the front end needs a serious facelift too. These headlights are baffed, corner lights are broken, grille pieces are missing, but to Pete's credit, he's been a busy boy, shopping like crazy. Look at all these goodies he's sourced without my knowledge or my consent, frankly, but I'm trying to roll with him on the supercar thing. I'm still on the fence, but this is looking very promising.
New again, DP. Look at all that.
This does look nice. These fog lights, like this is all stuff we should have done on the drift car if it wasn't a drift car. So this thing is going to be nice, and I think the showpiece is really going to be this beautiful carbon fiber rear diffuser. So we will show you more of that once it's going on the car.
And here are our old dirty parts, and starting off with the bumper. First things first, the person who put these amazing fog lights in did a wonderful job of sealing the HID unit up with a bag, I guess, so it wouldn't get wet, but it doesn't look like it did much. Check that out, DP. I mean, it's pretty awesome, right?
It's absurd.
That is.
But after we saw the wiring in the trunk, that should be no surprise.
Yeah, maybe not, you know. Good try, but fail on that for sure. The bumper itself, well, it's not terrible. It has been repainted. There's some spider cracks here. There's some spider cracks down in this area here. There's like a run over here. And overall, I'm just thinking this should probably be repainted. And moving on to the headlights, this is going to be the first task here. I want to take these apart, replace the lenses, get rid of those stupid halos. Never really taken M3 headlight apart, but it does look pretty simple here. Oh, this part's all broken. Not great. That's okay because we've got replacement lenses. So that is kind of the beauty of these headlights, is that I could try to like buff these back to life like I did with the other M3, the drift car, but I figured, you know what, replacement lenses are pretty cheap, so why not do that? And look at that. That's as easy as it comes. There you go. Wow, this has seen better days. It is a original Bosch unit, but that is as cloudy as it comes. Can you see?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
All right, let's see what we're dealing with these headlights here. There is a wonderful piece here. I don't want to break it, but I'm assuming I have to take another plastic trim piece off here before we can get to those halos. So this plastic piece also held in by a couple of small little clips. And voila, would you look at this beautiful system here. I bet you I can just pull this right off. Oh man, pro job with the electrical tape here, holding everything in place. Yeah. Well done, sir. Whoever installed this, oh no. Look at that. So just gotta yank that off. Oh,
so classy.
Thank goodness. Saying goodbye to that. I mean, I can understand the trend, the look, but definitely not into it. And now we have ourselves a pure headlight. Look at that. However, DP, I have a bit of a style thing that I'm gonna do here that some of you may not agree with, some of you may like, and that is I'm gonna paint the high beam a translucent yellow. So it's like a fog light color yellow. I have fog lights actually that are already yellow, and to me this is kind of different thing. Some people like it, some people don't.
Is that a supercar look, PT, or are you just?
It might be, or it might be a European look.
We're just talking about this heinous mess over here, lacking purity, and now you're going to modify the headlights?
Well, I want this car to look a little bit different, but without going over the top. So that's what I figured. I'd get the yellow fog lights, and I would paint these yellow because I like it. And as I said, I think it's like a fog light thing in Europe or in France or something. So we're gonna paint these and we're gonna see how they look. You guys post in the comments, good idea or bad? After a bit of research, the internet told me Krylon stained glass and canary yellow was the choice for the lenses. Some people also recommend Rust-Oleum. I think it's like metal cast yellow paint, but it's not translucent, so I went with this one, and I think the results are pretty damn good, DP.
Yeah, I like it. It actually looks really cool.
Yeah, I think
it's got like that touring car vibe to it.
Yeah, see?
I like it.
I knew it would come out. I'm excited to put these back together. And for that, you guys saw the old lenses were very scratched up and cracked. And here we have brand new ones. Look at these.
They do look good.
Man, this is worth its weight in gold. I think these were, I don't recall actually, I think $60 to $80. So it's a worthwhile replacement for any E46 M3. And they are from Euro Parts, which I got on Rock Auto. So now comes the part where I'm gonna put these back together. Oh, but before I do, here's a quick pro tip. If you are taking apart your lens, be very careful with this side of the chrome, the xenon side here. I smudged it a bit. I was trying to wipe it off because it was dirty, and guess what? The coating comes off super easy, so you don't want to touch that. Make sure to be very careful with this and just focus on that side and you'll be good to go. Oh, what do you think, DP?
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna look real good with the dark blue paint. As you can see, I also got some yellow fog lights there. Those are Amazon specials from Windjet. And new plastic trim from Bud's BMW. The guys hooked me up there as well. So let's get this all back together and see what we're playing with here. Gotta say, I am digging the whole Euro theme with the yellow fog light action. The corner light on this side is a bright silver reflection. I don't know if I love it though, DP.
Yeah, a lot of contrast happening there.
Yeah. So why don't you come over here, check out this side.
Ooh.
I took the old Krylon paint again here and sprayed one of them. This isn't the actual one that I'm going to be using, but as a test bed. And I gotta say, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's too much going on with the yellow and the orange.
Yeah, a little
and whatnot.
maybe.
I do want to paint these reflectors though. Eventually, we're gonna get the bumper painted. When we do, I think these ones are gonna get painted the same body color. So I think it is poll time again. So make sure you tell us which one you prefer, that one or that one. But there is, however, one last thing that we got to put on, and those are the kidney grills, because I think that's going to tie everything together here. We are full of options today. Here is our next item up for order, and that is whether we go with the blacked out kidney grill or the chrome one. Tough one, DP. That's a tough one.
I don't know. I'm normally not a chrome guy, but I think in this case I like the
too.
chrome.
I'm leaning towards the chrome.
Especially
I think
if you go with the bright corner light.
Yeah, and if you get the nice new emblem in here.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like if we went with the blacked out one, the grill here, we would have to do it on the side where the grill with the M3 one on that side is as well. So I don't know. I think let's stick in the chrome one, because I think me and you are saying that, and then we'll run another poll so you guys tell us which one you like. I don't know, DP. Now that we've put the grills in and the car's on the ground, I'm leaning towards the silver reflector there versus the amber. I just think it matches better with the grill. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I like the clear or silver or whatever you want to call it. I think it just kind of goes with the chrome grill better, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, what a transformation, right? Like just some simple changing out of the lenses, some new fog lights, some new trim, and this thing looks a lot better. Out back here, we've got our stock exhaust system, which I did a little bit of research. It weighs 55 pounds.
Just the muffler or the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Okay.
The whole thing. And that's too much for supercar territory. We got to lighten that up. And my plan from the beginning was to go with a titanium system. And when I thought about it, I was like, you know, I do love the quad tips. However, Bimmerworld has an option for me that's going to give me a single exit. Bam, here it is. Check out this masterpiece of carbon fiber. This is a Bimmerworld rear diffuser. and it is functional and lightweight. They make this in an autoclave. This is serious race car performance. It's actually built to go on a race car, but is also very at home on a street car, which is exactly what we're gonna do, a little bit of both here. I'm beyond excited to get this thing up. So without further ado, let's yank this exhaust system off and get this up here. Gotta say, that looks aggressive. Check that out, DP.
It does look good.
Man, that looks very supercar-like. And the fitment on it is exceptional compared to our Drift M3. That whole rear plate here that we put in,
yeah, it was horrible.
Just did not fit well. This one fit exceptionally well. So kudos to Bimmerworld. You've got an amazing product. I should also mention, if you're looking to install this without doing any custom fabrication of exhaust systems, Bimmerworld does offer an exhaust system that goes with this diffuser, so it's all bolt-on and you're ready to go. As I said, I'm going titanium because I'm trying to reduce the weight. I want to build a system around anywhere from like 5 to 10 pounds, and to achieve that, titanium is the only way to go. So now, with this in place, I think it is time we finally address the paint on this car.
Well, the old Swamp Monster is dirty, and the paint is not in very good shape, as we've talked about before. It looks pretty rough. Even underneath all this dirt, you can see there's tons of like swirl marks and scratches, and we know the front bumper's been repainted because there's runs in it. The hood looks like it's been repainted too. Maybe the front fenders, could be the whole front end was redone at some point. We'll find out once we give it a good wash and really start to get down to business with our Sonax goodies here. So if you guys followed the Abandoned STI series, you will remember that we did a full cut and polish on the STI. We actually started off with their one-stage cut and finish. Pete did that just with our prosumer level polishing tool, I guess you'd call it. And then Carson from Sonax Canada actually came in and did a full two-step cut and polish using their Cut Max and then coming in with their EX0406 polisher. So these obviously use different pads. This is more aggressive for cutting, and this one is, I guess, more gentle for the polishing stage. So we are going to pretend that we're professional detailers because we went and borrowed Sonax Canada's Roop's fancy rotary orbital magical machine that Carson used. So we're going to do the two-step polish here and see what kind of results we can get as amateurs, basically. Wow, that was a fair bit of work, Pete. A lot of elbow grease went into that. My forearm's feeling it. I'm a polishing rookie. I'm not built for this polishing life where it's just like repetitive.
It's a lot of work.
People
underestimate the amount of work it takes. But
yeah,
we did a good job,
we
DP.
did. We basically made 2 passes with the Cut Max, and then another pass with the polish, and then we also threw the ceramic coating. So Sonax makes a 2-stage ceramic coating. So we put a coat of the base on and then a coat of the gloss on top of that. And that's only on this side of the hood. So we kind of wanted to show you the finished product on the hood versus a completely untreated side of the hood here, which is a mess of swirl marks and is very like flat, doesn't have any real shine to it.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then you come over here, it's almost like a purpley hue.
It's more purpley. It's got most of the swirl marks gone, although frankly, to get this car like perfect, we'd have to get really, really aggressive with it. And we didn't want to spend like 2-3 days working on this car, which is what a pro would do really to get this car perfect. So we're kind of like at our 60-70% level again. And I think it looks pretty darn good. It's a huge improvement.
For what it was, this is crazy. Yeah, we brought life back into this car.
It really has. So you could chase perfection. It's really just a matter of how much like sweat equity do you want to put into it. But the products work great. Really impressed with the overall look of the car. I mean, you just step back 5 feet and it looks fantastic. So really, really pleased with that.
We should mention that the Cut Max and that polisher, you can get it on the plastic trim. That was a huge savior.
Yeah, you can use it on plastic, and you don't have to tape up all the seams because it doesn't leave like a white residue after the fact. So we don't have to go around and do all that taping nonsense. You don't have to like avoid any plastic trim. So yeah, it is very user friendly, especially for a couple of amateurs like us. I did notice though that I think that Roops polisher did a much better job than the other one that I used on the other side. I think Pete's side looks a little glossier.
Sure, yeah.
So if you guys are serious about it, I would say look at getting a Roops or a more serious like orbital one with more throw to it. So anyway, guys, I think that might be a wrap on this episode. I think that was a massive improvement on the looks of this car. We didn't touch the front bumper, by the way, because we are going to get that repainted, and frankly, we may get the hood repainted too, but we wanted to show you kind of a before and after on the hood there. So all in all, very pleased with the progress we are making on the Swamp Monster here. I'm starting to come around to this supercar killer idea. I still don't know if it's going to have the performance, but at least it's going to have the style.
You just wait.
That diffuser, everybody. And by the way, if you want to keep up to date with everything we're doing here, be sure to check us out on Instagram, on Facebook, and Pete's even making more of an effort to post in the community section on YouTube. So let us know if you find you're interacting a lot in the community section on YouTube, and we'll do more of that there. And we're overdue for another, maybe a live stream on YouTube too, Pete. Maybe a question and answer session or something like that.
Sure.
So comment below if you want us to do another one of those, and we will see you again.
Oh, and I want people to comment what front lip we should put on this car.
Yeah.
I've been looking at this one called the Strassen Tech, but if anybody has suggestions, by all means, post in the comments.
Strassen Tech? CSL? I don't know. I don't know BMWs very well, everybody, but I'm trying. I'm learning.